Hey, this is AJ with an update. I haven't made an update. It's probably been a year at least or so. So let me give you an update, kind of what's been going on with the property and yard here. It is May, what is it? May like 11th, 12th or so, and I'm getting ready to walk around the property. All right, so in the front of the property, you probably remember I did that xeriscaping over there. I'm starting to expand it here. You can kind of see some rocks, some areas that I'm doing there. On the other side over here, I've just put down all the wood chips. I still got a little bit more work to do there. And I can't remember if I did an update on the front here, but I had placed down a bunch of wood chips in the front here. And then I have plumeria. God, I have all sorts of stuff. You can kind of look around here. I know I got some sage in there. I got oleander. I got some flowers. I got a whole bunch of the plumeria here. I just kind of pop off the sticks. So you kind of seen it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably have 10 or so back there. Then I have a lantana. You can see I got butterflies flying around, all sorts of flowers and whatnot coming up here. This is all under irrigation, so every morning this kicks off. I still got my 3 pineapples going there. Those are all lemon trees over there. There's my little butterfly flying around. But I'm pretty happy with the front so far. As the summer goes on, this area just kind of explodes. Then as I make my way down the back, I know I haven't showed anybody this, but if you remember from my previous videos, I had built a big retaining wall. So I did finish the retaining wall. You can kind of see it there. Then I did a few other things. I built this ramp over here to get back down, as well as a fence. So as I make my way down here, I had to take the old ramp out and put this new one in. So it's just a new ramp with a bunch of non-skid paint on there so we don't slide going down. And then we wanted kind of like a Japanese style fence. So I ended up building the fence here. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Actually, I'm pretty happy with everything. The retaining wall, the ramp, and everything. So as I come down the line here and we head into the back, a couple of projects going on here. So in the garden, a little bit of work, but you might notice something big missing here, a deck. So we had a big deck here. I'll put it before and after. We had a huge pile of stuff right there. But I'm getting ready to put a pool in where you see the blue buckets there. I'm gonna make my own pool. I'm gonna buy what's known as a stainless pool. It's kind of like a stock tank pool, but it's 4 feet high. It's a little bit bigger. It's gonna be about 12 feet wide by 4 feet deep. But I'm in the process right now of leveling all that out. I have to build a pad for it. After I build that, then I'll go ahead and build the rest of the deck around it. And I'll put a picture in here so you can kind of see what it looks like, hopefully when I'm all said and done. It might be a year or two before it's all said and done. But as I make my way over to the garden, just a side note, when you do all this stuff, you got to cap off all your sprinkler pipes. So I was just over here cutting up some sprinkler pipes. I got to cap those off. That way, that whole zone there, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But as I come around to the garden over here, let's see what we got going on. So all my trees are doing pretty good. I'll get to those in a minute. But we did put a lot more plants in here this year. Last year, we didn't get around to too much. Just too many things going on. It changed jobs and a few other things. But we ended up putting a few flowers here around my Honeycrisp apple. You can see I got tomatoes all over the place. So the tomatoes are growing good. They're just not turning red yet. So we'll see what happens with that. A lot of tomatoes, Japanese cucumbers over there, peppers. My garlic's about ready to harvest some more peppers. And then I actually just picked the asparagus this morning. And I have, as I go around the garden, I have so many sweet potatoes now popping up. Just be warned, like if you put sweet potatoes somewhere, they're gonna keep coming up for the rest of your life. So you gotta kind of pull them out like this as they come up if you don't want them to be in a certain area. But as I make my way down here, this is my whole asparagus patch. I've been harvesting this almost every day, so I'm coming out here getting a handful of shoots every day. So I love asparagus. This other Honeycrisp apple tree, it's growing. It's just growing slow. I honestly don't think my apple trees are going to produce down here, but they're in the ground anyway. We'll see what happens. The peach tree is here. It had just flowered recently. I have a plum tree there. I have another plum tree right here. And then you can see last year we had some bad flooding here. So some water came up pretty high and took out all my garden beds. So I got rid of all the wood. I left the dirt there, and you can see everything in here right now, for the most part, is sweet potatoes. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I have some squash that just kind of volunteered by itself. In the back, my Satsuma orange tree is still popping up. Way in the back corner there, you might remember I planted some sugar cane, so that's growing up. Behind the chair there, I have some type of flowering vine. I actually forget what it is. But my wife wants this whole like fence area to be covered up. So that should hopefully do well there. And then as I make my way down the line, the fig tree, I always get figs on this thing. So you can see it's loaded with figs. We usually get a couple of crops a year. But when the heat comes on too quick, I can't harvest this one. It's usually the later harvest I can get something decent out of. And then these are my pomegranates. I know I have some on there somewhere. But again, we'll let this thing grow up, do its thing. My other pomegranate tree there. These are my mulberry trees here. And about 3 weeks ago, I started getting mulberries and I ate them. And then they stopped coming out. So if you have mulberries and you're getting them produced consistently, let me know kind of what you're doing. And then I have another mulberry over there. So anyway, that's what I got going on with the garden. I know it's been a while, but we've been working, as you can see, with the deck and everything else we've been building. So hopefully this year, again, we'll be getting a lot of tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, hopefully sweet potatoes at the end of the season. I still have garlic around here somewhere. And for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, you know the comfrey that I put in the ground, that's still popping up. So I'm pulling that out. I'm putting it on the ground and just using it as a fertilizer. So I'm pretty happy with that. Then one other thing I didn't notice here, this is a crossvine plant. So the crossvine plant should hopefully grow up, cover this whole fence area here, and kind of give us some nice flowers and pollinating kind of stuff. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it's another year before I put a video out, but stay tuned.